Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. So it is Saturday, it is time for the roadmap update. As we know, 3.3 is in the Evocati's hands, so we'll talk about that in a second. But starting with 3.3 itself on the roadmap, the characters, Rico Battaglia is at 29 out of 32 tasks. That is 12 tasks completed from last week. The RSI Odyssey flight suit rework is at 12 out of 13 tasks, so there's only one more to go there, and that's 5 completed. The small rest stops are at 26 out of 58. Now, last week, they were at 30 out of 41, so they've lost 4 tasks, but added 17 new tasks. Not sure what's happened just there. For gameplay, the ship system degradation, scramble racing, FPS combat missions, asteroid and planetary mining, transit system, and the item kiosk shopping improvements are all in polishing phase, so they are complete in terms of tasks. They're just being polished. Shipboard ping and scanning is at 27 out of 34 tasks. That's 6 tasks completed there, but they have added 8. The Arena Commander and Star Marine RAC rentals is at 4 out of 7, so they've completed 1 and added 1. The group system improvements is at 35 out of 43, so they have completed 8 tasks but added 3 more. And then finally for gameplay, manned and remote turret improvements is at 18 out of 19, so they've completed 8 there but added 1. That has only got 1 more to go anyway. So for AI, the FPS combat movement smoothing, first reactions and search behaviours are all in polishing as well. The only one that's not is multiple enemy combat behaviours, which they've added a task to that one. It's now at 9 out of 12, so they've made some great progress on the AI, and I am very much looking forward to trying that out. So for ships and vehicles, the only ship now in production is the Constellation Phoenix, which is at 43 out of 76, so they've completed 3 tasks there from last week. All the other ships, the Mustangs, the Tumbril Cyclones, and the Hammerhead are now in polishing, which is good news. For weapons and items, the Kastak Arms Kana is in polishing. We saw a little bit of this on ATV on Thursday. The Attrition ship weapon is at 22 out of 32. They've completed 8 tasks, but added 2 more there. And then for the Dominance series, they're at 17 out of 24, and they have completed 6 tasks. Finally, for Core Tech in 3.3, the VoIP and FOIP feature is at 40 out of 53. They have completed 8 tasks from last week, but they have actually added a further 10. So, swiftly moving on to 3.3.5, this is your object container streaming build. The only changes in locations are to Lorville. That's now at 148 out of 199 tasks, so they've completed 23, but they've added a further 28 tasks to Lorville. For no-fly zones, they're at 10 out of 21 tasks complete, so they've completed 3, but added 2. And then onto Core Tech, so the object container streaming, the only change is in background spawning, which is at 191 out of 198. That is 2 tasks completed from last week, very close to finishing that. The rest have very little to go. I think one has 10 more tasks and the other one has 2. So they are very close to being done. Now we could see a few of these more tasks being added due to a lot of the content now being in Evocati's hands. So they're noticing they need certain updates or changes, and then they're just adding these further tasks, which shouldn't take too much. They're more just quality of life or making things more functional, I would have thought. Now the only changes to 3.4, 5 and 6 are in the ships. The Anvil Hawk for 3.4 is at 34 out of 65. The Origin 300 is at 38 out of 80. The Freelancer Max is at 33 out of 44. The Freelancer Dur is at 34 out of 44. And the Myth is at 33 out of 43. So those, all the Freelancers are coming along very quickly. In 3.5, the ship Banu Defender is at 36 out of 98. And the only one that has changed in 3.6 is the 890 Jump, which is at 3 out of 120, but that's a long way off. Anyway, so many of you may have heard recently that the current Evocati build has object container streaming in, and people are seeing great results. There was a leak on Reddit, which I have linked below should you wish to see it. It does say that the FPS has increased across all systems, even 4K 60 FPS on some systems. RAM is still being overused, so this could be more memory leaks, I'm not sure. Load times have vastly improved. They also say stuttering improves when you're away from other players, but there are too many crash to desktops. It does seem like a true source, but do bear in mind that this is early days, so the frames could be good due to the lack of content, due to the lack of player count. FPS is important, but it's not as important as stability and crashing to desktop, so there's still a little way to go by the sound of things, but it does sound like it's going very well. 3.3, 10th of the 10th is looking very promising for CitizenCon. Hopefully the 3.3.5 patch will come very close afterwards, if not on the day. It would be very cool to see that. If these are the results so far, then it might not be in the Evocoti's hands for too long. Anyway, that is your weekly update for the roadmap and 3.3. Do let me know your thoughts, guys. I am excited to get it into my hands and start testing it in the first wave. Hopefully that won't take too long. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and follow me over on Twitch. And I shall see you next time.